look into a waterfall. For just a moment, it reminds you what it feels like to be a turnip. What a lovely little bridge. And now, let's head into the Dismal portion of this adventure. See that? All that water? I feel like you're on a city street in the nature. In the nature. You hear the way I said that? I hope I inspire you to slowly caress slippery rocks. They said if you want a challenge, if you want something hard, then try the 9-mile loop at Ravencliff Falls. This is going to be a little bit more of a dive into the crevasses of a South Carolina mountain. Ralphie's with me too if I haven't introduced him. Ralph, what you doing, Ralph? Sniffing something? You gonna say hello? Ralphie, look, camera. You're on, Ralph. I've got your face even. There you go. All right. Do a quick ferry check. I always like to check for ferries in these kind of places. I imagine one day, if I do it as often as I see every little, what I deem would be a nice ferry hole, then either one day I'm gonna look in there and a teeny tiny little fairy's gonna be waving her little finger back at me. Or a rabid, squirrel or something's gonna launch out at my face. You can see all the way down that big gorgy hill. When I say gorgy, I not only mean gorgeous, but I also mean gorgy. Go down the stairs, Ralph. Show me the way. Come on, boy. Let's go. What are you sniffing? Let's go. Come on. There you go. Don't have to boot you down or nothing. Big jump. Okay. I don't very often see these trees kind of disheveled like that. Almost a peace sign in the woods, waiting at us, just saying hello. Well, since you listened to me before about the lushness, I appreciate that first of all. But maybe I didn't make myself clear. Let me paint an even better picture for you. I would love to experience this lush beauty that's currently around me. Maybe even a little bit more dense. I can handle it. And if you could give me a little creek to cool my brow, I just want to put that out there. I'm doing that today. I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna talk to, well, us, right? Can you see it in the camera? Right down there, my first spot of the ripply white waters. I can't wait to meet ya. I'm coming. Kind of makes you trot down these stairs. Kind of like it. Kind of like how it's bouncing my legs a little bit. All right, let's go right down. Let's go in here. Down there, Ralph. Oh, wow. Now, I don't think this is the Ravencliff Falls, but look at this, beautiful. I almost want to just I almost want to just get in there, but I'm not. Look at this. And look at this scene right back here. I almost want to put my sunshine stone here. I think I'm going to save it for another spot, just because this is my first one. Let me show you what I did. I had my attempt at painting like a whole scene on this sunshine stone. This is what I love. Lushness. Down trees. We're missing the moisture. But I'm assuming with that river rushing right over there, I'm assuming eventually this place is going to start to get wet. I feel like my head's in a terrarium right now. I just expect to see like a wise toad coming to say hello. If you were only going to watch a part of my video, I would say that this part that I'm coming up to would probably be the place to start, because now it's starting to get interesting. Now we're walking beside a god in these woods. Got some pretty mighty falls. I think I'm actually going to go take a little detour and get right next to them. This way, Ralph. This way. Come on, Ralph. Going down. Going down. You know it. You know it, boy. I think this is one of those times where I have to kind of do a wavy, wild, like loop around. Try not to get too dizzy, but there's so much, it's one of those special spots where there's so much detail. There's so many things to see. Like that little cliff over there, just kind of shooting water off a bit. Obviously, you've already seen the giant. I don't know if this is the Raven Cliff Falls. It might be. Either way, I mean, it's amazing. These falls are always so like mesmerizing to me. That's why I love them so much. When you stare at them, you feel like time literally stops. You know that bubble, that orb I was talking about? When you stare at a fall like that, it feels like the orb just kind of collapses down around you, right around your face. And for a moment, time is still. It's just you, the waterfall, the sound of just kind of, you hear it in the background. For a moment, you remember what it feels like to be eternal. That's the way I see it anyways. When you look into, let me say it again, when you look into a waterfall, for just a moment, it reminds you what it feels like to be eternal. Out of pure respect, let me throw some of your waters on my head. Drink, boy. You get to drink the mountain water. Already been having some? Did you get a drink? What is that? No. Maybe a little splash? I don't know if he likes that or not. I don't know your name. But whoever you are, you're special to me. I'm so ridiculous. I realize, I understand, I do know how ridiculous I am. Don't worry. Oh. I guess there was a set of stairs that led right to it. Should I grab Ralphie and go up there? And get a view of whatever this is? I think I shall. Come on, Ralphie. Let's get up here. We got a little set of root stairs to help us. They're here waiting on us. Nice little shot back there, huh? See that? Shot of the falls. Standing on top of this rock. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna put my little stone right here. One last slit. Sunshine stone. See you later, friend. I had fun painting you. It's my first attempt at a little scene. I hope someone special finds you. Show them what you got. Alright, boy. Good job, Ralphie. Get one last little shot of the giant rock. Looking at the amazing waterfall that we put our sunshine stone. That was fun. I just love it. It makes me a little bit emotional placing those little drops of sunshine. Mostly just because that's how I think about it, you know? Little drops of sunshine. I just love it. It feels like watching a good movie to me. That's what doing that feels like to me. Wow. I mean, so far there's just so many interesting little spots. There's a bridge right here that we're gonna cross. First I'm gonna go down here though and just check this out. Here, Ralph. Coming. All right. There's the bridge I was talking about. A couple hippies up there looking down at the falls, thinking about how magical they are, just like I am. beside, that's where we're gonna enter in a minute. And I think this is just a very tippy top of the Raven Cliff Falls. But nonetheless, it's a special little spot. And I do not think it would be a good idea if someone were to fall down there. I'm sending them love. Sending them love. They can't hear me over the falls probably. Pretty amazing. Alright, let's do one more spin and go up regardless. Alright. I think I was right. You ready, Ralph? You ready, boy? Alright. So right down there is where I just was. Kind of as I expected. I'm a little nervous that I dropped my camera, but I'll reach my hand over. I think that was the top of the falls. Alright, so that's where we came from. And I think this is where we're going. There's like a fine mist like smoking off of the bottom of the rocks. Let me see if I can show you. I mean, 4 to 6 hours more from this point. The Dismal. We've reached the Dismal Nature Land. I think we've checked enough of them. I hope it doesn't take 4 to 6 hours though, because I don't think I'll make it out of here before the park ends. So real quick, let's just say goodbye to what a lovely little bridge. And now let's head into the Dismal portion of this adventure. Strenuous. All right, Ralph, we've got this together, boy. If you don't got it, I got it for you. That's why you hired me. I think you're already gonna need me, boy. I think you're already gonna need me for this one. You can smell that. It smells like the earth, like someone has stirred up dirt down there into a nice dirt stew or something. Make sure I'm still on the trail. Yep, still following the trails. Everything's good. A-okay. Oh, I'm seeing things. I just thought that was a woman hanging on the rock. Well, I think that was right, and just on the way I found a pink splotch. I also found this down log that it's just kind of calling me to sit on it. And you know what I thought about when I saw this log? As I kind of flipped my legs up on it. Oh. I thought about if I had my hand pan with me, I'd just sit here in this cozy little spot and play my hand pan for a while. The reason I turned the camera back on though is I think I'm on the correct path. So far the Dismal Trail has been, I wouldn't go dismal. Dismal is like my description of the worst thing. But, you know, if you want to make a trail sound cool, I would say that this is living up to its dismal name. This slippery, slippery rock. I hope I inspire you to slowly caress slippery rocks on hiking trails, like the one I'm at on the Raven Cliff Falls trail. Wow, look at this. This is one of, I feel like I'm standing in a city beside a skyscraper. And every little ledge is like an apartment. Every little ledge up there is like a little apartment with its own little ecosystem, its own little fairy falls, its own little world, its own little universe. What a magical feeling it feels in here. And it feels intense. It feels like intense. I think I actually literally hear a raven. Is that literally a raven? I hear you, Raven. Saying hello. Don't worry. I think I even filmed you. I don't know if it picked you up. It usually does. Wow, look at this spot. Oh my God. Let's just go down. First of all, take a look up. Wow. And now, we just literally get to go right beside this. I can even put my back against this thing. I'm gonna dip right in those falls. All of the little drips on the falls, all of these little drips coming down, it feels like it's literally raining. It's actually quite awesome. I have never experienced something like this. This is so wild. Oh man. I'm in love. You know what I love about dunking my head in falls like that? Especially on the back of, I know I talk about the back of my head a lot, but especially on the back of it, it gives you this kind of like shock where it kind of freezes you up, but it also gives you an opportunity to practice kind of letting go and just feeling that feeling, just kind of giving into it, and you can feel that feeling subside and relax. And once you kind of just let yourself feel it, it's beautiful. And it's literally raining out here. This is so cool. This is a magic bubble. I cannot believe it. Can you even see this? Look it up here. It's literally like I'm in a rainstorm. Or maybe it is raining, and I just don't know it. Is it? Let me check. No, it's not. Because when I come out here, it's not raining. I don't want to risk the camera too much. I don't think it's waterproof. But let me just show you. I'm going to flip it around and get one more shot. See that? All that water trickling down there. It's creating like a rainstorm. Yeah. Let's get a little further away so I can get another shot of this. This is, I wish I would have actually left my rock. Just the fact that it's so open like this. I mean, it's kind of like a destructive atmosphere, right? These trees are falling. It's so beautiful in a way, too. Look at the freaking skyscraper it just creates in the woods that you can just kind of walk by. You feel like you're on a city street in the nature. In the nature. You hear the way I said that? Oh, man. I hope I can get a good shot of this a little bit further back. This is one of my favorite spots. And just the fact that it felt that it was literally raining. It was an entirely different universe. South Carolina mountains. Oh, you are strumming my soul. You are strumming my soul. Now the river's back. Could you tell I was excited about it? I could tell. I felt like I was the little. For a moment I was like, rein it in, Ryan, you're getting a little too excited. But then I'm like, you know what? That's why I'm alive. I want to get more excited. One day I hope to get so excited by something in nature that I pee myself. I just really want to say that. I'll stand there and go, and just be in such beauty that I pee all over myself. I'll know, I won't be embarrassed, I'll know I've made it. So there's a scene of natural destruction. It's like a murder happened in the woods. Trees down, rocks fallen. Long pathway up to the guilty looking cliff that it all tumbled off of. Here's another little aquarium scene for you, complete with a log bridge over the top of it. What a beauty. Here's another little staircase for you, natural stone staircase. At this point, I can't quite tell where to go, but I think we get to go down there, beside the river. Come on, Ruff. Whoa. Look at this spiky tree. Reminds me of like Mario. Whoa. Got my foot on it. Alright, Ralph. Don't get caught on the spikes, boy. Get caught on the spikes. Come. Good boy. Look at that down there. See that special little spot down there? See this? All those cascades. Is that what that's called? Look at that massive boulder over there. This is one of those magic sparks I was talking about. Just this place. Specifically this moment that I'm enjoying here with you. Wow. What a neat little spot. So far this place has had 3 really amazing spots. Just like each of them unique, each of them different. That cliff was something I've never seen. This was awesome just because the bridge is so cool. Little magical bubbles that you get to kind of, I can't do it because my lips aren't wet enough. Hold on. Trying to get my lips wet. Magical little bubbles that you get to, into. I feel like I'm part of spring's birth this year. Like I've been in the womb of Mother Nature. And now I'm just kind of squishing my way out. I guess I'll give you a little update. It's basically just been a slog up this very steep hill. It's very steep. You're not going to be able to see it yet, but I have to just try. Right through there, I'm getting my first glimpse of what I'm sure is the Raven Cliff Falls. I think we've got us a full-fledged overlook, folks, down here on the Raven Cliff Falls Trail. What a beauty. What a fun little things have been built right here. Raven Cliff Falls. Well, Ralph, let's go see it. Oh my. If this isn't living artwork, I don't know what is. Well, it is. It's not, you can't argue that. Trying to find the zoom. Alright, that's as far as my little Pocket 2 can zoom in. It's a distance, but it's a beauty. Especially with this red tree right here. There's like a big boulder at the bottom of it. All the water's literally just crashing down on the top. I bet it's got like a concave dugout where the water's just been hitting it for so long. One of nature's just most beautiful things, you know? When we first got here, we walked up this path and came all the way until we got to this intersection. This place began the loop. I followed the blue trail with you, of course. Sorry, I said I meant we. We followed the blue trail. And you were with me on the journey. We went all the way down. We saw the Raven Falls. We did all the things, magic, cliffs, all sorts of stuff like that. Just kind of, it just popped out of nowhere all of a sudden. I thought we had a little bit longer to go. And then I come back this way. Now here we are completing the loop. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in my pocket. Since I've already been down this stretch of the trail anyways. It's getting a little bit late in the day, so I need to get back. I'm going to put the camera down, put a hop in my step. Thanks for doing this 9-mile loop at the Raven Cliff Falls / the Dismal Trail with me. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you soon.